Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai.
It balances both sides. Yeah. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna devotees. Thank you so much for coming in. I know it's a busy weekday, but still, we came from far distances. Thank you so much. And we are so fortunate that His Grace Kanai Thakur Prabhu is with us. And most of you know him, but for the devotees who are online,
They've recently been to a zoo or something? You're
no.
saying they know him?
No, I think
They must have seen a chimp there.
most of our congregation is from many devotees are from Pune who are already kind of who know you very
All the
well.
more they know me. Huh?
Yeah.
Krishna, Krishna.
But so Prabhuji has been serving as a brahmachari with ISKCON, I think, from 2003, having his MBA from a reputed institution, and he has decided to choose this path and serve the mission of Prabhupada mission, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. So I will not, I mean, since most of you know, I will not hold you much. I'll just pass it on to Prabhuji to just give us his association and some words of wisdom. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thanks for
Thank you.
coming in. Hare Krishna.
So it's 7:09 now, 7:10, let's say. We can have the session till what time? Like I can speak till what time? 8. What do you mean, whatever? Oh, in between, you'll begin dinner and everything will also happen along with it. Okay, let's say 8 till 8 I speak, and then what else is next?
So then what we'll do is we'll do Aarti, and then we will do devotees can offer flowers. We'll do a Pushpa Abhishekam. So we
And
already
this.
did Abhishekam in the afternoon because of the weekday interest
Okay,
of time.
okay,
So we just wanted
fine, fine. Thank you. जय श्री श्री राधा श्याम सुंदर की जय श्री श्रीताय गौरचंद्र भगवान की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय 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 श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद Okay, so today we'll discuss something from Chaitanya Charitamrit once again. We'll discuss something on what is the definition of love, right? Because in the name of love, many things are going on. right? Like, there's an Amitabh Bachchan movie, and suddenly I see smiles on faces, right? And there was a song also, मैंने तुझको देखा, तूने मुझको देखा, क्या हुआ? एक्सीडेंट हो गया. But that went around as a romantic song. Hey, बाबा एक्सीडेंट हुआ था, लव नहीं हुआ था. Most of the time it is accident. It is never love. Chaitanya Charitamrita tells us what is definition of love, and we'll discuss 5 definitions of love today. If somebody says love means it has to satisfy these 5 conditions, 5 criterions that we'll discuss today. But for that, I have chosen a verse from Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela. This is chapter number 3, Adi Leela, chapter number 3, text 20. Adi 3.20. आपनी करिमु भक्त भाव अंगीकारे, आपनी आचरी भक्ति सिखाइमु सबारे, आपनी करिमु भक्त भाव अंगीकारे, आपनी आचरी भक्ति सिखाइमु सबारे, आपनी करिमु भक्त भाव अंगीकारे, आपनी आचरी भक्ति सिखाइमु सबारे. Okay, anybody would like to recite? Anyone? आपनी करिमु भक्ति भाव अंगीकारे, आपनी आचरी भक्ति सिखाइमु सबारे.
आपनी करिमु भक्त भाव अंगीकारे, आपनी आचारी भक्ति सिखाइमु सबारे.
Yeah. आपनी करिमु भक्ति भाव अंगीकारे. What happened? You can't. Okay, someone else. I thought they will be able to do it. Anyways. आपनी करिमु भक्त भाव अंगीकारे, आपनी आचरी भक्ति सिखाइमु सबारे. Anybody amongst the ladies, Vaishnavis? आपनी करिमु भक्त भाव अंगीकारे, आपनी आचरी भक्ति सिखाइमु सबारे. Okay, I'll read the translation and purport by His Divine Grace Abhay Charanarvind Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. I shall accept the role of a devotee and I shall teach devotional service by practicing it myself. Purport. When one associates with a pure devotee, he becomes so elevated that he does not aspire even for sarashti, sarupya, samipya or salokya, because he feels that such liberation is a kind of sense gratification. Pure devotees do not ask anything from the Lord for their personal benefit. Even if offered personal benefits, pure devotees do not accept them, because their only desire is to satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead by transcendental loving service. No one but the Lord Himself can teach this highest form of devotional service. Therefore, when the Lord took the place of the incarnation of Kali Yuga to spread the glories of chanting Hare Krishna, the system of worship recommended in this age, He also distributed the process of devotional service performed on the platform of transcendental spontaneous love. To teach the highest principles of spiritual life, the Lord Himself appeared as a devotee in the form of Lord Chaitanya. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kada Maiham Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guroho Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajataham Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sachivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे नमो महावदान्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरत्विषे नमः हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयति गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरु दीनतारिणम्। हरे कृष्णा। So, Srimad Bhagavad Gita teaches us how Mad Bhakti Labhate Param. What is Mad Bhakti? Mad Bhakti Labhate was sufficient. What does it mean by Mad Bhakti Labhate Param? My Para Bhakti. Krishna is hinting there about Bhakti is devotion, but Para Bhakti is loving devotion, the love for Krishna. Right? So Bhagavad Gita indicates it. Srimad Bhagavatam gives examples of devotees, what all they went through to attain that love, right? And Chaitanya Charitamrita is a display of devotees, those who are in love of God, those who are experiencing love of God, how do they interact with each other, right? So all the scriptures that Srila Vyasadeva has given us, they only hint at four things: dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. And proper saying liberation also is sense gratification. So Vyasadeva has given us dharma, artha, kama, moksha, the four purusharthas. But same Vyasadeva, he says, now under the instruction of Narada, I am giving you Srimad Bhagavatam, and this Srimad Bhagavatam gives us the pancham purushartha, which is the love of God. Right? So between me and God, right? Yesterday also I was mentioning this. Between me and God, one-sided affair is going on. Right? From whose side the affair is actually going on? One sided means not from my side, God's side. From Krishna's side, because I have forgotten Krishna. है ना? When I go in front of the deities, हम आपके हैं कौन? That's what comes out. है कौन भाई? तुम कौन और मैं कौन? है कौन यहाँ पर? But Krishna is very clear. ममयामशो जीव लोके. You are my part and parcel. To all of us, Krishna is saying, you are my part and parcel. But what does Krishna say to Arjuna? Bhakto sime sakha cha iti. He doesn't say, you are my part and parcel. He goes beyond and says, you are my sakha. You are my friend. Right? So, there was one sannyasi in ISKCON, Gaura Krishna Swami Maharaj, disciple of Radha Govind Swami Maharaj. And, I was very close to him. He left his body one of the Kartiks. This was, I think, 6 or 7 years ago. He left his body in Vrindavan. And I was very close to him, and he always would like to, deal with me like a friend. But I would always try to keep a distance. Maharaj, you're a sannyasi. Maharaj, please, I'll serve you. Maharaj, I'll do this, I'll do that for you. And he would want me to sit next to him. Right? So one day he was in Mayapur. I got to know that he has come to Mayapur. I went to his room. And that time he was taking prasad. So I sat in front of him, said, Maharaj, Maharaj, I'll serve you, Maharaj, I'll serve you, Maharaj. No, you also sit and take prasad with me. And I was like, Maharaj, nahi, acha nahi lagta, Maharaj. I want to serve you. And then he made a comment, and that time also it hit me. He said, अरे क्या करते हो आप? मैं आपसे सखा भाव चाहता हूं और आप दास्य भाव में अटके. I said, महाराज समझा नहीं. ये स खा, साथ में खा. Sakha. So when Krishna is telling Arjuna, Bhakto si me sakhach iti, it's not just you are my part and parcel, you are my servant, you are my sakha. He's taking four purusharthas are up to moksha. Beyond it is the love of God. In that love of God, there are five actually rasas. Shanta is kept out, but dasya, sakhya, vatsalya, and the ultimate is madhurya. Lord Chaitanya came to give this to us. Which is the verse, famous verse? Very a simpler one, which we just recited. Just now we recited that verse. No, not Chaitanya. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradaya. It's so simple, right? Krishna Prema Pradayate. And what do the Acharyas say? It could have been said Krishna Prema Dayate. What does Pradayate means? Prakrishta Rupena Dayate. Those who don't deserve, they will get it. Those who literally run away from him, Lord Chaitanya is Krishna accepting sannyas and running behind the conditioned souls to give what? Which was not available even in the Vedas, which even Vyasdev has not given. Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gaurat Vishe Namaha. So this verse Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying, why did Lord Chaitanya appear in this world? He appeared as a devotee. I will display it and then they will practice it. What was the need for doing it? In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna takes the Bhagavad Gita to the Charama Shloka, which is Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja Aham Tvam Sarva Papebhyo Mokshayishyami Ma Shuchah. So Srila Vishwanath Thakur says, focus on that one word, he says. Mamekam Sharanam. Why Vraja? Any word could have been used, he says. Vraja means Krishna is saying, मेरा शरण लो, पर कैसे लो? वो व्रजवासियों के जैसा लो. जो मेरे ब्रज के भक्त है ना, those my Braja devotees, like that, you have to reach that level of love for me. The way my Vrindavan devotees love me. So Krishna made the comment, Mamekam Sharanam Vraja, and Krishna started walking. और जब पीछे पलट के देखा कोई आया ही नहीं. अरे किधर गए? ये नहीं आ रहे. Then he has to come as Lord Chaitanya, display how to take shelter, display how to practice, display how to relish, and he also came to distribute that love. Right? So apani karimu bhakti bhava angikare, apani achari bhakti sikhaim sabare. Right? So Lord Chaitanya just did not appear to establish a religion. Dharma sansthapanarthaya, that Krishna does. But Krishna coming in, intoxicated with love, intoxicated with prema, and he's in mood, right? Like, in India, many times we see, drunkards. They're heavy drunk. क्या चाहिए ले लो मेरे से आज जाओ आज मूड में हूं. Right? That's what Lord Chaitanya is. He's drunk, heavily drunk on love of God, Krishna prema. He Bol Kishori will come. I'll tell everyone about our competition, Kishori. What's going to happen tomorrow? I'll tell everyone. Okay, she's saying, okay. We had a competition. I was eating prasad and she had brought her tiffin, and she defeated me once. She finished before. So tomorrow is going to be next competition at her home, in at her home ground. See, now also she says she's going to defeat me. No, no, you cannot defeat me. Tomorrow I'll defeat you at your home ground, Kishori. I'll finish first tomorrow. You'll see. हाँ? Let's see, she's saying. Let's see. बहुत दम है लड़की में, बहुत दम है इस लड़की में. Okay. So Lord Chaitanya has appeared to give this highest form of interaction with Krishna, relationship with Krishna, which is called a love for Krishna. Right? So when introduction with God or connection with God happens, it can happen at 4 levels. Right? The first is out of fear you approach God. You're fearful, you're scared. If I don't do anything, God will punish. Judgment day. Be careful. So people have a relationship with God, but at the level of fear. Then there are those who will advance a little more and they'll go and strike a relationship with God at the level of desire. Right? Because what happens is relationship may begin with fear, but that relationship will not last. You'll grow out of fear. You'll grow up. I will see what God does to me. Then the next level is desire, right? That people approach God out of, I have a desire, God will fulfill my desire, right? So, but this level also will not remain for long, right? A very shaky platform to be at. The relationship may not remain. तो एक आदमी था, I'll say this in Hindi specifically. उसको सरकारी नौकरी चाहिए थी, wanted a government job, and this person was convinced मेरे भरोसे तो लगने वाला नहीं. By my own efforts, I am not getting it. I have tried. Right? I have given a number of attempts. It's not happening. Let me go to Krishna's temple, and if Krishna does some mercy miracle, then I'll get a government job. He started going. 3-4 months he visited Krishna's temple, and then after 4th month he got the job, government job, and he was so happy. He thought, मेरे भरोसे तो लगा नहीं. It has not happened because of me. It is clearly Krishna's mercy. Let me go back to the temple and thank Krishna. I had a desire. Krishna is fulfilled. Let me thank Krishna. And he went to the temple back, joined his palms. Thank you, Krishna. Because of you, I got the job. And he was going away. That day, Krishna spoke. Wait. What's going on? You got the job that you wanted, right? And you are sure it has happened because of my mercy. अरे नालायक, आया था तो एक केला, एक सेब, कुछ तो लाता था, कुछ तो फल लेके आता. यू कुड हैव ब्रॉट, एक फल तो लाना चाहिए था. एंड दिस फेलो, इसका डिजायर पूरा हो गया. नाउ ही सेज, भगवान मैंने आपकी गीता पढ़ी है, आपने गीता में बोला है अपना कर्म करो, फल की इच्छा मत करो. सबको जोक नहीं समझा? समझा ना? फिर क्या हो गया? फिर स्माइल. प्रभु हम तो अलग क्लास के लिए आए थे इधर पे, हमको लगा था फिलोसफी बहुत सुनना पड़ेगा. But what happens? So fear, desire, the better level than that is duty. I'm grateful to God for what all God has already given me. Let me dutifully serve God. What is the age for this? What is the dharma for this age? The chant. It is my duty to chant. I chant. Nobody needs to force me. Nobody needs to convince me. This person is at a level of duty, at the level of duty. And beyond this is love, fear, desire, duty, and love. Right? So love for God. We want to be at that stage. But this love, just as in this world, this word love has been misunderstood, misapplied, right? And actually a lot of cheating going on in the name of love. Same case can happen on the spiritual path also. Here also, much may be advertised as love, but we'll have to actually understand what is love for God, right? So, we all are looking for love. We are looking for love. Every living being is searching for love. And we seek this love in relationships, right? We'll seek this love in family life, friendship, success, right? But yet, what do you find? You ask people, please define love. Very few can, or very few actually understand what is this love. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to offer not the love of love for the body, love for the family, love for the country. He has come to offer the highest love for God, love for Krishna. Right? So now, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come to offer this love, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami clarifies in Chaitanya Charitamrita, this love is not something external to you. It is right within you. Just as the example is taken of the wood, wood already has fire in it. You simply have to utilize the process and then the fire ignites. Right? So you only put a spark, so much fire, because fire is already there. Right? Similarly, Nitya Siddha Krishna Prem Sadhyaka Bunoy, Shravanadi Shuddha Chitte Karoyo Uday. Just like the sun always exists. All that happens is sun rises in the morning. Similarly, you follow a process, right? You follow the process and the love of God, which is there already in the heart. It is not outside. It is covered over now. What is to be done? That love for God has to be awakened once again. So, what does how does a person who is experiencing love of God look like? How do you identify? Right? Like a rich man can be identified with because of some symptoms. A deceased person can be identified out because of some symptoms. How do you identify a person who is experiencing? How do you identify a devotee who is experiencing love for Krishna? So, like I told you, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and Chaitanya Charitamrita. I'll take examples from Chaitanya Charitamrita. Okay, what is the topic that we are discussing today? Five types, nahi. Symptoms. Five symptoms of love. Fine. Okay. So, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, it comes that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu he went to the South India Yatra and he came to Sri Rangam. And when he was at Sri Rangam, he would every day go to take darshan of Ranganath Swami. But every day he would observe on one side, one Brahmana would sit and he would see that he is reading Bhagavad Gita. And while reading Bhagavad Gita, he has tears in his eyes. And Lord Chaitanya one time went to him and said, Vipra, what happened? Why are you crying, while reading Bhagavad Gita? Are you a ISKCON devotee? समझती नहीं समझता ही नहीं कुछ समझ नहीं रहा भगवद गीता at least one thing I understand out of Bhagavad Gita is the cover page. I bought this Bhagavad Gita and I follow the cover page instruction. I keep it as it is. Because every time I open it, so this Vipra said, no, that's not the reason that I don't understand Bhagavad Gita. Right? He said, but you have tears in your, he told Lord Chaitanya, my Guru instructed me that you read Bhagavad Gita every day. I do not understand Sanskrit, but I simply make an attempt because this is an instruction from my Guru. Lord Chaitanya said, I'll repeat my question. Very good. Because you are following this instruction of your Guru, wonderful. But please tell me why tears in your eyes? And this Brahmana said, whenever I read Bhagavad Gita, I can see that picture in my mind where Krishna is on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. He's the charioteer for Arjuna. Arjuna is sitting behind, and I cannot imagine how much Krishna loves his devotee. He's ready to become a driver, a charioteer for his devotee. Right? And traditionally in those days, chariot to be driven in a battlefield means so much noise all around. How do you tell the driver to move right or left? Arjuna had to kick the right side. Right? Through his leg. By his legs, Arjuna is telling Krishna turn right or left. He is ready to undergo such a situation. He doesn't care about his position. He loves his devotees. And he says, simply thinking of this, I get tears of love. And Lord Chaitanya says, wow, your life is successful. Your study of Bhagavad Gita has become. So one of the symptoms there is tears in the eyes. Right? When so this Vipra had tears in his eyes. Right? But now what happens? If you go to Vrindavan, there's an organization where they will do kirtan, they will do katha, and before they begin kirtan and katha, they will give a glycerine bottle, right, to be shared amongst all in the audience. Same bottle. What do? You take a little glycerine and you apply in your eyes. And what happens when you apply glycerine? Then you get tears. So now that they've understood, one of the symptom of one who has love of God is one will have tears in the eyes. Now what do? You fake it. And there's an organization who does it officially, right? Simply put glycerine like the actress in Bollywood movies. Right? How does she suddenly get tears? Right? Just by applying. So love is not there, but they are faking it. Got it? Okay. The second example I am giving, Gadadhar Pandit. Lord Chaitanya would go to Tota Gopinath every afternoon, and along with Gadadhar Pandit, they would read Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam. And while reading Srimad Bhagavatam, and practically Prahlad Maharaj's story was read and discussed hundreds of times. Dhruv Maharaj's story discussed hundreds of times. And while discussing these sections, Lord Chaitanya has tears in his eyes and Gadadhar Pandit has tears in his eyes. And there were times when the Tadapatra, which was there in front of them, right, that would get soaked with their tears. Now what do? There is no printed copy available. Now they had to send one devotee back to Bengal from Jagannath Puri, go copy these verses and bring it back. We lost it. Why? Tears. Right? And very famous in Chaitanya Charitamrita, we find Mahaprabhu, when he would chant and dance, tears would flow from his eyes like rivers. Right? So, one of the, okay, who can tell me the Shikshashtakam verse where Lord Chaitanya is saying, when will this happen to me? Who said that? Nayanam galadashtu dharaya vadanam. I'm a seasoned preacher. I know how to wake up people. Right? Nayanam galadashru dharaya vadanam gadgada ruddhaya gira pulakair nichitam vapuhu kada. Tavanam, Lord Chaitanya is praying, when will that happen? When will these symptoms appear in me? These are symptoms of love of God. But like I said, they can be imitated. Right? So, Shukdev Goswami, in the second canto, third chapter, 24th verse, 2, 3, 24, he's saying, Tadasmasaram hridayam batedam yad grihamaner harinam dheyai न विक्रियेतात यथा विकारो नेत्रे जलम गात्र रुहेषु हर्षः. He's saying that when you hear the holy name, right? When we chant the holy name, right? Do you ever get tears? Ever experienced? खत्म ही नहीं होता है. खत्म कब हुआ है? Why did I buy a counter with 20, I would have bought a smaller counter. Why does it not? But Lord Chaitanya is Sukadeva Goswami is saying here, those whose hearts do not melt upon hearing the holy names, who do not have tears in their eyes, who do not experience trembling in their body, whose hairs do not stand on end, Sukadeva Goswami is saying, their heart is a steel framed heart. It's no more a heart, right? So our heart is supposed to be naturally soft like butter, not hard. What has made our heart hard, right? When he's saying like that, right? The material desires, our karma from so many births, right? so many offenses that we commit. It has made our heart hard. Vasur hiya pashan diya kemon gadiya chhe. Lord, have you made a mistake or what? He's saying, Vasudev Ghosh. Instead of heart, have you put a stone there? It doesn't melt only. It doesn't turn only. Right? So bhakti softens our heart. A devotee becomes sensitive. Sensitive to Krishna, sensitive to devotees, sensitive to others' suffering. Right? Sensitive about the spiritual path. Right? That's supposed to be natural. But now that is not happening to us. Right? So we discussed till now that love is the Pancham Purushartha. Huh? Beyond the four Purusharthas that the Vedas have given, we have to come to the point of beyond fear, desire, duty, we have to reach to the stage of love. We discussed what are the symptoms of love from Chaitanya Charitamrita, but they also can be imitated, right? Tears, trembling of the body, and Chaitanya Charitamrita has examples, so many examples for this. People trying to imitate Haridas Thakur, right? Trying to imitate the Goswamis in Vrindavan, right? Jagadanand Pandit was told, oh, only 3 days in Vrindavan. Stay in association of the Goswamis. Do not climb on Govardhan. All this had to be told to even Jagadanand Pandit in Jagannath Puri when he was going to Vrindavan. So this love is much misunderstood word, right? And especially in terms of loving God. Oh, much misunderstood. Let us go to the 5 definitions of love, right? That Chaitanya Charitamrita gives, which cannot be imitated, and a pure devotee cannot even hide it. You cannot hide, and you cannot even imitate. The first one is Adi Leela 6 chapter 53rd verse. Adi 6.53. कृष्ण प्रेमेर यही एक अपूर्व स्वभाव. कृष्ण प्रेमेर यही एक अपूर्व स्वभाव प्रभाव. आई एम सॉरी. गुरु सम लघु के कराए दास्य भाव. What is saying? Krishna Premier. What is the effect of love of God? Whoever attains love of God, whoever experiences love of God, what will happen? Karaye dasya bhav. One will have this spontaneous, one will have this desire to serve. If there is desire to serve, that means love is there. Love means service. So love is not just measured, primarily by some emotion. Love is measured by service. Right? So if somebody claims, I love God, you should test that person in terms of how much service that person is ready to do for God. Love means to serve. Right? So when we love someone, we naturally ask, what can I do for you? If you love, then what can I do for you? Same way, when a person is in love with Krishna, right, one will not chant that mantra which is written behind the trucks in India. Let us recollect. Which mantra do they write behind the trucks in India? Okay, horn, please. Horn, okay, please. Sorry, no, not that one. Buri nazar wale tera muh kala. Not that one. No. Keep safe distance. Earlier, between me and God, I would keep safe distance. A person who is experiencing love would want to come close and serve God. How do I serve Krishna? How do I do everything in the mood of service to Krishna? So love seeks expression through service. Right? So I was one time in a train in India, and just as we all chant 16 rounds, and it takes 2 hours. So I was just sitting at one place and just chanting. And I could make out that the family which was sitting in front of me, which was sitting there, they were perturbed and they were feeling, क्या चल क्या रहा है हमारे सामने? कितने देर? So once I stopped chanting, the husband asked me, क्या कर रहे हैं आप? इतने देर क्यों कर रहे हैं? मैं बोला, अरे आई एम सिटिंग, मैं अपनी जगह बैठा हूँ, चैंटिंग करूँ, तुमको क्या प्रॉब्लम है भाई? ये क्या चल रहा है? क्या दिखावा करते हैं आप लोग? वाई डू डू दिस शो ऑफ? हम भी भगवान को प्रेम करते हैं, 24 घंटा अंदर चलता रहता है. बोला, हाँ, अंदर क्या क्या चलता है सबको पता है. अंदर क्या चल रहा है, राइट? लव मीन्स you express that through service. The first definition, the first symptom of love is one wants to serve. Shrutakirti Prabhu, who was a personal servant to Srila Prabhupada, he would observe city after city when Prabhupada would get down at the airports. So many devotees would come jumping, dancing, chanting, and they looked so happy because he's standing behind Prabhupada and he could see them. They're so happy, to receive Prabhupada. And he thought they have such immense love for Prabhupada. Right? And in the afternoon, when he was supposed to massage Prabhupada, Shrutakirti Prabhu says, I spoke to Prabhupada and I told him, Prabhupada, I see these devotees. They have so much love for you. I don't think I have any love for you. I don't ever jump and dance like that, chanting Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada. And Prabhupada stopped the massage and Prabhupada turned to him and said, do you like to serve me? Yes, Prabhupada, that I like. That means you love me. Love means service. So Prabhupada was at Detroit. Devotees had arranged for a huge, mansion, and there was supposed to be an exhibition in which they had put dioramas. Dioramas means life-size dolls. So the pictures that we see in Bhagavad Gita or Srimad Bhagavatam, they were put in the form of dioramas in different rooms. And Prabhupada was supposed to come in from the reception area and go to each room. And so that's how they wanted to do preaching. So Prabhupada came into the facility and Prabhupada came to the reception. And at the reception, they had put a huge model of the 4 horses. Krishna sitting on the chariot, Arjuna sitting behind. And Prabhupada stopped there. Horses, Krishna, Arjuna, chariot. And Prabhupada, you, so beautiful, so nice, such a wonderful and huge thing you have made. Prabhupada's devotees were still waiting. Some comment Prabhupada will give. And then Prabhupada said, oh, your horses are more beautiful than Krishna. And everyone felt, पहले इसमें गलती कर दी, अरे क्या हो गया? And then Prabhupada added to this comment, your horses are more beautiful than Krishna because they are serving Krishna. Love means service, right? And we find Srila Prabhupada, one time Tamal Krishna Maharaj asked him, Prabhupada, what about retirement in Krishna consciousness? Right? I was one time coming back from a program, home program. I was one Grahastha was driving me, and this Grahastha said, Prabhuji, can I ask you some private question? मतलब private कुछ बचा ही नहीं, सब public है, अपना पूरा public. पूछ लो, क्या पूछ रहा है पूछो. I said, Prabhuji, every day you wake up at 4 o'clock. I said, yeah, every morning we wake up at 4 o'clock. Prabhu, weekend को भी छुट्टी नहीं देते आपको. मैं बोला, अरे छुट्टी, वीकेंड को छोड़ी छुट्टी चाहिए भाई. हमारा वीकेंड डिवोटीज का और बिजी हो जाता है. वी आर ऑल द मोर बिजी ऑन वीकेंड, राइट? सो Tamal Krishna Maharaj asked Prabhupada, what about retirement in Krishna consciousness? And Prabhupada said, for me, I don't think I have become old. I can continue serving Krishna. What it means? Service means there is love. Love means there is service. How Prabhupada, even at that advanced age, he traveled continuously. He was writing books. He established temples. He manifested his love through service. Right? Okay. Let's go to the second definition of love. How much time do I have? I was told to stop at 8 o'clock. Right? And we have 10 minutes to discuss 4 definitions. How do we do it? Let the host say something. You are not the host, man. ला अपना ही घर है, चलो दरवाजा खुला है.
Everyone is a host here, bro.
But thank you. Okay, I'll be quick. I'll try my best. Huh? So next definition is Adi Leela, 4th chapter, 165th verse. Right? आत्मेंद्रिय प्रीतिवांछा तारे बोले काम, कृष्णेंद्रिय प्रीति इच्छा धरे प्रेम नाम. Prema. What does it mean? When we want to satisfy our own senses, that is calm. This is Adilila 4.165. When we want to satisfy our own senses, that is kama. But when we want to do the same activity for satisfying Krishna's senses, that is love. Right? So kama means how can I enjoy? Prema means how can Krishna enjoy? Everything belongs to God, right? Are you all sure? Any doubt on that? No? Everything belongs to God. सब भूमि गोपाल की, मेरा 1000 स्क्वायर फुट छोड़ के. अब बोलो, लगता है ना ऐसा? This is my area, This our house. Right? No, everything belongs to God, right? So how can Krishna enjoy, right? So in material consciousness, what do? I am the center, right? In spiritual consciousness, Krishna is the center. So the second definition of love means selflessness. Second S. Love means, so first was love means service. Second is love means selflessness, right? So now Krishna, Akrura came to receive Krishna. No, not receive. Take Krishna away to Mathura. Akrura came in. And why did Akrura come in? Because Krishna's desire was that fine, I now need to go to Mathura and do the rest of my job that I appeared for. So Akrura came in to serve Krishna as per Krishna's desire. Now, when the gopis got to know that Krishna has boarded the chariot, he's going away to Mathura, what did the gopis do? They tried to stop the chariot. Desperately, they made an attempt to stop the chariot. Right? Now, is Akrura serving Krishna's desire? Yes. But the gopis say, oh, इनके माँ बाप ने नाम गलत रखा. अक्रूर नहीं, क्रूर है, क्रूर. माँ बाप बाप निकाला उसका. बोला अरे बाप ने नाम गलत रखा तेरे, अक्रूर नाम रखा, क्रूर है. तो कृष्ण को लेके यू आर टेकिंग अवे कृष्ण. नाउ Akrura is serving Krishna's desire. Now the gopis are trying to stop the chariot, right? So the acharyas explain, are gopis selfish? They are the most selfless devotees, right? So why are the gopis stopping? So Vishwanath Thakur says, the gopis are saying to themselves, oh, Krishna has gone mad. Momentarily he has gone mad, right? And that's why he's behaving like this. Very soon he'll come back to his senses because he'll miss Vrindavan and he'll miss us, right? Better stop the chariot right away. So they are not stopping the chariot because they will enjoy. They are stopping the chariot because later Krishna will regret. Kahy ko gaya pata nahi. Right? So, because Krishna will suffer without Vrindavan, right? This concern they have for Krishna, right? So, what is purity of love? How much selflessness has come in? Generally, our relationship with God has so much selfishness involved there. So much selfishness there. Fine, I will chant if I feel nice. I'll come to temple, right? If it's Janmashtami, one day, one night I give to Krishna, right? And those of you who have ever done a crowd control seva on the Janmashtami evening, right, as devotees, many times we feel, conscious. When will I get this level of devotion? They don't want to move. 12 baje ka darshan. I want to stand. Nobody can push me out from this place. Right? But you tell the same people, कल सुबह आओ ना 4:30 बजे मंगल आरती. What is this? 4:30 बजे कौन उठता है? 4:30 बजे हम नहीं आने वाले. What has happened? You can see the selfishness there. If it suits me, I will practice that. If it suits me, right, then I will take up something for Krishna. So much selfishness is there. Love means selflessness. How many of you been to a temple, Hanuman temple ever? and you saw Hanuman. No, you don't see Hanuman. You only see orange, 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 orange everywhere. Right? Saffron everywhere. He's not just wearing saffron cloth. He's applied all over him. Why? One time, Hanuman went into the inner rooms of the palace where Sita was sitting in front of her dressing table. And Hanuman was observing what all does she do. And he saw she took a little sindoor and she put it right like that. She applied. And Hanuman asked, Mate, why? Why have you put that? And she thought, ये ब्रह्मचारी है, इसको क्या बताऊं? Right? इसको क्या समझेगा ये सब? Sita simply said, if I put this, then Lord Ram is pleased. Hanuman jumped out of the window. In the market, where this fellow is selling sindoor, he picked up from the sack, he picked up sindoor and applied it all over. And he came back. And while coming, everyone is laughing on Hanuman. Wow, Hanuman, what have you done? And when Sita saw it, Sita said, why did you do this, Hanuman? And Hanuman said, I just thought, if this much sindoor can please Ram, if I apply it all over, then, and Sita said, but everyone is laughing at you. I don't care for that. I simply want to please Ram. See how much selflessness is here. This is Hanuman, right? And there are people who go to Hanuman temple and then they will say, Maruti, please give one Maruti. What are they asking for? Not one Maruti like child, one child like you. We want Maruti car. They'll go to Maruti, who is saying, I can tear open my heart. I can show you Ram and Vaidehi there. But what do they do? No, तुम्हारे पास तुम्हारा रखो. No, Maruti दे दो. Right? So our love is tinged with selfishness. That is not love. Love means there is selflessness. First S was service. Second S is so every time you chant, every time you read, every time you hear, every time you serve, you have to ask yourself, am I trying to please myself or am I doing it to please Krishna? Right? Okay, fine. The third symptom, the third S of love. Love means steadiness. Steady, right? So this is Chaitanya Charitamrit Madhya Leela 4th chapter 186th verse 4.186. प्रगाढ़ प्रेमेर यही स्वभाव आचार निज दुख विघ्न आदि ना करे विचार. प्रगाढ़ prem, right? Wherever there is deep love, right? प्रगाढ़ प्रेमेर यही स्वभाव आचार. What is स्वभाव? What is the symptom? What is the acharan of the devotee? Nija dukkha, one's own troubles, favorable, unfavorable circumstances. Nija vigna dukkha adi na kare vichar, right? So our devotional service at this time depends on favorable circumstances. Love means you don't care for favorable or unfavorable circumstances, right? So ordinary affection will fluctuate with circumstances. Spiritual love deepens with as much unfavorable circumstances. Na kare vichar, right? So the example is given, just like a small candle flame, it gets extinguished by wind, right? But a forest fire, the forest fire only becomes stronger when wind blows, right? Similarly, when circumstances are unfavorable, weak devotion crumbles. When love is there, strong devotion only increases. And what happens? Challenges actually become fuel for bhakti. And one will go out of the way and take challenges. I want to do something. I want to take risks, right? त्वयि में अनन्य विषया मति बतिर मधुपते सकृत रतिम उद्वहताम अद्धा गंगे वौघम udhanvati. Kunti Maharani is giving the example of Ganga, How Ganga flows towards the ocean. No matter how many big mountains come, valleys come, boulders come, nothing can stop Ganga. Kunti Maharani is saying, may my consciousness also flow towards you, Krishna. Hmm? So, uh, so love does not disappear when life becomes difficult. Love simply becomes more intense. That is love. That is the sign of love, where the the steadiness that is seen. Right. That's why when we meet senior devotees, those who have crossed decades in bhakti, this is sign of their love. They may not be, we may not see their tears, we may not see their hair standing on end, but that steadiness in their bhakti, right? They have been through so much, but they did not give up Krishna's lotus feet. They did not give up bhakti. That is the sign of their love. Hmm? So when obstacles come, do I move towards Krishna or I move away from Krishna? That will reveal the depth of our love. Okay. The fourth symptom of love means spontaneity, or you can say spontaneous remembrance. Right? This is Chaitanya Charitamrit Madhya Leela 24th chapter 59th verse. 24.59. हरि शब्दे नाना अर्थ दुई मुख्यतम सर्व अमंगल हरे प्रेम दिया हरे मन. Right? What is the one meaning of Hari? One meaning of Hari is one who steals the mind. Right? What does it mean? Love means naturally, what love naturally will produce remembrance. Anything and everything that you see will remind you of Krishna. How many of you seen the big trucks in America? And you felt like, कोई इतना बड़ा बनाया होगा पता नहीं बाबा इतना बड़ा ट्रक क्यों बनाना चाहिए? Why should anybody? Prabhupada saw a truck and Prabhupada said, this can be our Jagannath Rath cart. Seeing a truck reminds him of Jagannath Rath Yatra. How does that happen? Whoever loves Krishna, everything will remind about Krishna. Right? There is a spontaneous remembrance. Right? That's why do we place these pictures all around the house? Whenever we look at them, at least that will remind, ना घर डिवोटी अपन डिवोटी चुप बेटा ऐसा थोड़ा जनाची नाही तरी देवाची तरी दुनिया का नहीं थोड़ा डेटीज है फोटोज है right? But so this reminds us of Krishna and we are actually forcing ourselves to remember Krishna at this stage. A lover of Krishna spontaneously will remember Krishna. Right? So right? Because our remembrance is not yet spontaneous, that's why we regularly chant, we regularly read, we regularly hear, so that that remembrance becomes solid. Right? Okay. So Krishna is a butter thief. Right? Chauragra Ganyam Purusham Namami. Krishna steals butter. Krishna steals the clothes of the gopis. Krishna also steals the heart of his devotees. And the highest theft is when Krishna steals Hari. What does? वो क्या हर लेते? He takes away your mind only. Oh, your mind is always with Krishna. So Uddhava was sent to Vrindavan by Krishna. Uddhava was told, Krishna told Uddhava, please take my message for the Brajavasis. And for everyone letter was given. Yashoda there was a letter, Nanda Maharaj there was a letter, Radharani there was a letter. For all prominent devotees letters were given. Right? And Uddhava thought, I'm so close to Krishna. I have been chosen for this task. I am going to Vrindavan. I will help them. I'll console them. And especially when he met the gopis response was, right? Oh, why is Krishna not coming? He promised us, right? And seeing their intense separation, Uddhava said, see, you close your eyes and meditate on Brahman. And the gopi said, what? We will meditate on that Brahman, but can your Brahman dance? We want a dancing God. We want dancing Krishna. We don't want your Brahman. And Uddhava, while he was talking to the gopis, he saw one gopi sitting on the bank of Yamuna, sat in a meditative posture. And Uddhava went to her, what happened? What are you doing? She said, I'm trying to remove Krishna out of my mind. I am not able to. Meditation is for, we sit in meditation so that we'll remove all the dirt and put Krishna there. And this gopi is saying, I'm trying to remove Krishna, but I am not. One gopi asked Radharani, so what did you dream about Krishna yesterday? And Radharani says, I could not sleep. I was thinking of Krishna all night. Krishna steals the mind. Love means there will be spontaneity. Right? Prabhupada was in a flight, and the devotees who were traveling with Prabhupada, they were very careful. No, 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 we don't watch TV. Don't, no, no. And in those days, there would be one big screen, common screen for everyone. And they were all trying to, no, 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 we will not. And then they looked at Prabhupada. And Prabhupada is looking at the screen and laughing. Ha, 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 ha. And what was going on? Charlie Chaplin. Right? And devotees said, Prabhupada, we should not watch TV and all, right? Prabhupada said, look at it. And Prabhupada gave a Krishna conscious understanding out of the whole serial that he saw. And devotees were like amazed. How did he do it? Our mind is, we will go in front of the deities, right? Radha Madan Mohan, we will stand and then, अरे मेरा वो दिवाली वाला साड़ी यही कलर का है. समझ रहे what is happening? In front of Radha and Krishna and thinking about oneself. मेरा ही साड़ी वही कलर का है. But what is happening here? Right? But what is happening? Somewhere in the world, a devotee is there. But a lover will see Krishna everywhere. I was at 26 2nd Avenue, New York, just a few weeks back, and they put up a photograph of Prabhupada in New York, near that 26 2nd Avenue, that area. And a statement from Prabhupada, people would tell me that New York is very dangerous place. But for me, I would see Krishna everywhere, Prabhupada says. I never saw it as danger. I always felt Krishna is always around. Wow. A lover of Krishna, the fourth symptom is spontaneity. Let us take the last one for today. This is Antilila, 20th chapter, 28th verse, 20.28, Antilila. प्रेमेर स्वभाव जहां प्रेमेर संबंध से माने कृष्ण मोर नाही प्रेम गंध. Right? Wherever there is love of God, right? This devotee who is experiencing love is at the stage of love of God will say, for me, I do not even have, right? So the more the love one has, the more one thinks, I don't have any love. What is the definition? This fifth definition of love. Whoever has love will say, I do not have any love. The more you love Krishna, the more you experience your own smallness. Love will produce natural humility. But if humility is not coming, and I try to tell everyone, और तुम्हारे भक्त जनों में हमसे बढ़कर को, I'm a senior devotee. Dandavat. Take my Ashirwad. Then you are not growing and advancing properly. Love of Krishna means, love for God means, the more you become a lover of Krishna, the more you experience your own smallness. The more you experience Krishna, his God, the more you understand how tiny am I. Right? So, premere swabhav jahan premere sambandh. Oh, I don't have gandha also. Premera gandha. No, I don't have any love. I do not have even a fragrance of love for Krishna. So, as love increases, awareness of two realities will also increase simultaneously. Krishna's unlimited greatness and our own insignificance. Both will happen. Right? So, let us revise. Love means, the first definition was Service. The first S, service, means how eager am I to serve. That means you have love, right? Not क्या मेरे को ही पकड़ते सेवा के लिए मंदिर मंदिर जाने इस टाइम मंदिर नहीं जाने का. They will give service. If we keep away from service, that means we are not developing love, right? Prabhupada says, become a yes man of spiritual master. There's a purport, Dhruv Maharaj's purport. A devotee should become a yes man of spiritual master. And Prabhupada, what does yes man mean? Am I supposed to say yes every time? Or say yes, you say yes, but then you can clarify. But never say no for service. Service to Krishna, right, is a prerogative of the residents of spiritual world. And if that is coming to us, never say no. Say yes and then clarify. What can be done? Can I do it later? I don't have time now. How do I adjust it? Can I bring someone else for doing that seva? But always say yes. So service, love means service. How eager am I to serve? The second S was selflessness. How often do I place Krishna in the center? And how much am I able to take myself away from the center? The third S was steadiness. When difficulties come, do they weaken or do they strengthen my devotion? That much love you have. Fourth, spontaneity in remembrance, right? Remembrance of Krishna, not just spontaneity of any kind, Mataji. I was at one home. They had invited me, and I was sitting like all of you. I was sitting on the sofa, and the lady in the house said, "Prabhu ji, घर के अंदर आओ ना, हमारे लड्डू गोपाल का दर्शन करो." I said, "ठीक है, I'll come inside." When I went in, the Laddu Gopal, their deity was not on the altar. I said, "Hey, you asked me to come and take darshan. Where is your Krishna?" ओ हमारे कृष्ण को खाने को इतना अच्छा लगता है, हम उनको ना स्टोव के बाजू में बिठा देते. I went to kitchen inside and I saw Krishna is next to the stove. And I said, ये कौन सा spontaneity है भाई? Who has taught you worship like this? Oh, our Krishna likes to eat. I said, hey, Baba. Then I was in their house for some time. Again, before I was leaving, प्रभु जी एक बार हमारे घर में सब जगह जाके आइए ना. I said, ठीक है बाबा, आप बोल रहे, आता हूँ. Then I went in, and now I saw they had a desktop, and the desktop had a keyboard, and on the keyboard there was one small deity. And I asked, is it a second one? He said, no, it's the same one. I said, ये plan था क्या? मुझको. I said, why has he come here? हमारे कृष्ण को स्क्रीन सेवर इतना अच्छा लगता है ना ये वाला. मैं बोला, अरे क्या ये कौन सा spontaneity है भाई? Who has taught you to worship Krishna like this? But here spontaneity in remembrance of Krishna. Okay, last fifth S is smallness. The more you love Krishna, the more you realize your smallness. How small do I feel before Krishna? Right? Okay, but there is a caution to my presentation today. The caution is, do not go around and check someone else's devon. This is for yourself. Don't try to judge others, right? Don't do that. Don't try to evaluate another devotee. Right? जार हृदय कृष्ण प्रेम कर ये उदय तारवाक्य क्रिया मुद्रा विज्ञ ना बुझाए. Chaitanya Charitamrita saying, one who has love for Krishna, that person's activities, that person's words, behaviors, gestures, you cannot understand. जार हृदय कृष्ण प्रेम कर ये उदय तारवाक्य क्रिया मुद्रा विज्ञ न बुझाए. Right? So many people may glorify us. Many may call us advanced, right? We may also start sometime thinking, I am so sincere, because since years I am here, Why am I sincere? Since years. Baba, since years you are here. What big deal? So others may think that you are advanced. Others may glorify you. But a sincere devotee will think, if I have love or not, that has to get satisfied on the basis of these 5 S. These definitions of love. So the goal is prema. We want to attain love of God, but we do not want to get cheated on this path. Right? Otherwise, there are so many cheaters out there in the name of calling themselves, oh, I have love for God. They simply imitate the symptoms of tears, hair standing on end, the words falling from the mouth. That may be imitated, but these are the real symptoms that are hidden in Chaitanya Charitamrita at different places. Right? Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Now we'll do Aarti.
His Grace Kanai Raghu Prabhu ki Prabhupada ki jai. Yes, we'll do Aarti Prabhuji.
Yes.
Just while since you did choose a topic about love, so I thought I can make a point about what's the best way to kind of um, have that love, build that love, and develop that love is through having Srimad Bhagavatam and reading Srimad Bhagavatam on a regular basis. Since this year, there's a target of over 100,008 Srimad Bhagavatams. So if anyone doesn't have a Srimad Bhagavatam, please talk to me or talk to anyone here. So they should be able to help you. And we have hard copies and we have in all languages. And we do have soft copies also if you like to read on your smart devices or want to listen while you're driving. So we have soft copies also, and for a very very small price. Please talk to me after. Just wanted to make this point. Thank you so much.
I'll just add something. Do not think the lovers of God, they are in Vrindavan. With these symptoms that I discussed today, they are right here. Imagine 4-5 decades. Vaishika Maharaj and Nirgula Mataji, every day they go out for book distribution. Decades and decades somebody does this. This is love. Only a lover can do this. So we don't have to go out and search, where will I find people who have love of God? You have right here. Don't think, oh, some Sunday he will, unless tears fall from the eyes, and then only love is there. Love gets tested, just as gold gets tested. So love also can be tested on these, right? And we all have these Srila Prabhupada disciples, right? One time Niranjan Swami Maharaj was asked, how many times did you meet Prabhupada? He said, not even once. And 5 decades, one goes on and on and on. You hear about Jayapataka Swami Maharaj and you're like, what kind of personality is this? He was 19-year-old when he came in touch with Jayanand Prabhu. And when he was 20, he was made the president of the temple. When he was 22, Prabhupada offered him sannyas, right? And he said, Prabhupada, I'm very small, I'm very young. Prabhupada said, you are not the body. Prabhupada, whatever you say. When he was 23, Prabhupada was introducing him to some people in Mumbai, and Prabhupada said, he is one of the associates of Lord Chaitanya. And very soon he's going to initiate more than 50,000 disciples. He's looking, Prabhupada, not, are you talking about me? And look at this personality today, right? Just now, before I was coming here, I read, now Maharaj was in Dallas in the hospital. Now they have taken him to Bangalore, and further treatment will happen there. These are lovers. These are lovers of God. These are personalities right in front of us who fulfill this criteria of being, or those who are experiencing love for Krishna. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.